Asia Down Under today, we profile three very differing styles of art. The challenging, attention-grabbing work of Indian Sanjay Theodore, the passion and precision of Japanese ink artists Yoshiko and Shintaro Nakahara, and getting your art under the skin, Ben Shi and Tony Zhang, two tattooists, make their mark.
Hello and welcome to Asia Down Under. A tea estate in India and a wine estate in Marlborough have a lot more in common than you may think. It was this similarity that made Aman Chaufin call a famous New Zealand vineyard home. On more than 200 acres of estate land, Aman Chaufin is completely at home while hard at work. Growing up working on organic tea estates in India, the search for an education in viticulture brought Aman to New Zealand. Not before long, he landed his dream job, a farm manager at one of New Zealand's largest organic biodynamic wine estates, Saracen.
Very selective.
Coming to a vineyard from a tea estate has been just a continuation of where we left the tea estates. Beautiful location, fantastic work, and it's just a continuation of a life. Organic farming is a way of life, it's not a career, and that's the way I've grown up. That's the way I've enjoyed my job in the tea estates, and that's what Saracen is about, to take care of the wines, but not just the wines, but the soil, the people, the things that are around. So that is what I didn't find anywhere else, and that spoke so much to me. I just fell in love with that.
And it's easy to see why. Biodynamic agriculture is a spiritual form of organic farming with emphasis on a holistic approach to all life on the land, a philosophy that struck home with Aman.
There are a lot of similarities between the practices in biodynamics and the Indian concept of farming by the moon, by homeopathy, but this has its more scientific outlook. Biodynamic basically comes from the Greek words bios and dynamis, and bios basically means life and dynamics is energy, and that's what sums up the thing is life creating energies that you harbor and that what you put on the land and the farm, and that is what makes the whole place so different from other things.
To some this might sound hippie mumbo jumbo, but at Saracen it makes solid commercial sense while also nurturing the land. It is in fact a very scientific practice based on astronomy and lunar phases.
It's not hippie practice, it's aligning ourselves to nature's rhythms. That is how nature talks to us, and we have to understand that language. There's certain lot of activities that take place. It's basically descending moon and ascending moon. All the things in the descending moon, everything goes down as a tide would fall back. Everything goes back to the earth. In ascending, it rises towards the air. And therefore, the activities that have to be for the soil, we do that. The things that we have to do for the air, the leaves, that is the time we do it in the ascending moon.
Based on all this, Saracen grows grapes for over 5 varieties of wines, olives, vegetables, and raises livestock too, creating a full circle of life where every energy is returned back to the soil and every element is chemical-free.
In biodynamics, there's a farm approach that we take, and diversity is an important thing. The more animals that you have on the farm, the more sort of universal it becomes, the more independent it becomes, and the cow then is the one most single important animal.
According to the philosophy of biodynamics, every living thing has its place and purpose. And at the very center of the philosophy lies the importance of the cow. Tara, the home cow, teaches Saracen staff the importance of simple practices like hand milking, which of course is easier said than done.
I'm not going to get any mother-in-law wanting me to marry their sons like this at this rate. Not in India, for sure.
As for the other cows, everything from their dung to even their horns have their own uses. Uses that enhance the vineyard's productivity.
It is basically cow dung stuffed into a cow horn that is been lactating. And this is put into the ground in the start of autumn, and it'll stay there in the ground in a hole and covered up. And we pull it out at the starting of the spring weather. And what it does is it assimilates, being in the cow horn, all the energies and the life forms. The cow dung has a lot of microbial activities in it, microbes and all the good things. And together with the biodynamic preparations, they sort of align all the nutrient-stimulating microbes. And when you spread that out in the vineyard, they activate and stimulate the growth of natural forces.
Our estate is full of very diverse interests and people, and Aman really typifies that diversity. He has an ability to interact with people and machinery. So many people are quite one-dimensional in that aspect, and he can spread himself across many different tasks.
Oh, he's been a great addition to here, great to have around. As you know, we've got lots of multinationals here, and yeah, I mean, he's been a breath of fresh air for us, really. Who'd have thought we'd have had an Indian tea grower working at Saracen one day, but there you go, that's the way it works.
Coming to Saracen and seeing the way it operates and the biodynamics has made a huge difference on me, the way I look at things. It's a much softer approach.
At Saracen, what gets in the bottle really is a true expression of where and how it's made.
Definitely there's truth in all the energies that beam down on us, be it just lunar cycles or astronomy, things that come out from there, because they are forces that act and they are energies which are natural, and therefore they have to be good for us. And it's us and our intentions to harbor them and use them for the land.